is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we start the new year with an NFC matchup out west between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And off we go from Seattle. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. On the double. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the right side and complete to Atwell. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll drop to throw. Right back to Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going right back to Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing now is Geno.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. It gives you better balance.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. They'll fake it. Now Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
7-7, our score after 1.
Ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell, 58 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to Walker on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 77.
Geno now to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Smith. Gonna go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
70 Rangers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here's Walker. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line. Walker once more. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He sets to fire deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Back to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little past there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off of play action. Here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 22 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead. Blankenship out for the point after. The rain making this treacherous, but the extra point is good, and with it, it'll give them the lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Atwell now from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back to throw here. Five yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Johnson, the man in motion right. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll snag about 5 yards down at the 32. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. even better decision.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. Now this red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Slot man moves right. They'll run here with Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Rams have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Geno. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A give for Walker running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tied football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we're on time now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Atwell now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he's got some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Second and 9 now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come and with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays and the right reads.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll just get rid of it. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on third and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Okay, ready?
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Ready.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over first down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last timeout on the very first play. And that's caught inside the 30. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Gino on 1st down. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want it in with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
Ready up.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Right. Ready.
Now a give. Akers running left.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd, have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. So it all rests This now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the defense as they'll burn their final one here and let that kicker stay out and think about it a bit more.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And that is no good. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. With this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Well, in overtime, I think Coach is always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash? What do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Okay. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guy.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's